Hi everyone, I'm Alicia Toot from a music blog, Yeah, and I'd like to welcome everyone to our interview with Ghost Beach. How are you both doing today?
Good, doing awesome.
Glad to hear it. So, you're currently on your North American tour, but I actually want to kick things off by talking about your most recent release, which is your album Blonde.
Yeah.
So, just tell us about the record. What was the experience like recording it?
Blonde is really like a collection of singles that we sort of like worked on when we started the group. So it wasn't really like working on an album per se. It was sort of just like recording singles, and then we put them together and it made the album, which, you know, it's kind of cool to see how everything came together. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then just as far as the title goes, what exactly inspired or is the significance behind Blonde?
I think that, we kind of been saying, like blonde is sort of like a idealized, like sort of image, like hair color. It's like a sort of like, sort of like easygoing, like sort of freedom kind of thing. And, it's sort of, but it's like it's a stereotype though. It's sort of like not really realistic. It's not really representative of like reality always. And it's sort of like, there's a sort of like, juxtaposition there of like, it's sort of like light and idealized, but there's like,
not too serious. Like, I don't know, there's just like like he said, a stereotype around what blonde is, and that was kind of just interesting to us.
Yeah, when you dive deeper,
music
it's
is
more
bright. So yeah.
And as far as songwriting goes on the album, what would you say were your biggest inspirations or influences?
Oh, well, a lot of influences, just like, we're sort of like, we had a lot of fun writing all these songs. We always have fun writing the songs. If we don't have fun with it, then we normally scrap it. So, it was just, it was just a really fun process, of digging on certain things and listening, like, we're listening to like Talking Heads or like Paul Simon or something, and like getting some ideas and feeling like inspired. It was an easy sort of kind of flowing process.
Something I wanted to bring up is when I actually listened to the record the first time, the full way through, I got a lot of new wave vibes from it. I mean, a lot of 80s. And then I looked on your Facebook page as far as influences went, and I saw The Police, I saw a couple of like those older new wave groups. So I just wanted to say, how did your love for the 80s, come to be?
Well, we were both born in the 80s.
Yeah.
But I think it just...
We just grew up listening to that stuff.
The Police have been like one of our favorite bands. Like, the Police are like the biggest influence on me, but I think that like there's just something about us as people, like we dig on, like there's just something about that we gravitate to, like
Just connected to it instantly.
And it's just, that's what it is. So what are you gonna do
there's
about it?
sort of like I associate a lot of that stuff like with happy memories, like sort of like a nice like association, like feel, it makes me feel like excited, like the way I was excited about like new music when I was younger, kind of stuff.
So, who would you say are a couple of your favorite groups from the 80s then?
Well, really like I said, like the Police or Tears for Fears or
Eurythmics.
Yeah, Eurythmics, Talking Heads, New Order, or a ton, yeah.
I guess that's where all the synth comes from, right?
Yeah. Okay. I don't even... The synths for us was just sort of like, we played guitars for a long time, and we're just sort of like, kind of like we weren't getting what we wanted out of all that stuff. We still get a lot out of the guitar via this guy, but we were just kind of wanted something more, and I think that the synths...
It's just there's kind of like an endless amount of things to do and play with and make sounds with, and it's just like exciting. It's like, it's not as... feels like there's no reason not to explore, like, all the possibilities. And beyond synths, I think with Ghost Beach we do a lot of... We think outside, not just like synths, but, like steel drums and world percussion and other sounds of like stuff that we just like hadn't just growing up playing music, we just didn't think that way. And I think that for us, it's exciting to just like open those doors and, you know, feel like everything is fair game.
Awesome. So just moving on to some of the less serious questions. Talk about influences. So if you could hang out with one of your favorite influences for a day, who would you hang out with and what would you do?
Well, I think I'd want to hang out with Adam Clayton, who's the bass player of U2. I just like saw an interview with him one time, and he was like at a bar smoking cigarettes, just like being the coolest dude I think I've ever seen. And I just have always wanted to hang out with him, so I don't know, we'd probably just sit at a bar, drink, smoke some cigarettes or something. I don't know.
How about yourself?
Oh, man, I don't know. You know, I can't say The Edge now. That'd be lame.
That would be awesome.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
We could all sit together.
You already pulled the U2 card, so I don't know. Maybe Stuart Copeland. Just because I feel like Stuart Copeland needs like a buddy to talk to, and we could talk about music, and he'd be like,
what about Andy Summers?
Yeah, Andy Summers. I don't know. I just want to I feel like Stuart Copeland. Just going to give him some high fives, you know, make him feel like he's.
Give you the high fives.
Yeah, I feel like
sure.
He's. He had a good gig for a couple of years, you know.
He did some good stuff.
Yeah.
He seems like he's looking for some friends to hang out with
Yeah,
nowadays
that's what
too.
I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So before the interview, we were actually talking about food and places you wanted to eat, and we were talking about poutine and how you had that in Montreal last night. So, aside from trying to look for places to eat and food, what do you do for fun while on the road?
Well, we look for places to eat and go eat there on Yelp.
We go to the hotel and go to bed.
Yeah. Well, we try and like to do fun stuff when we were in San Francisco, went to the Redwoods and went hiking there, try and go to the beach, when we were in California, or go up to Malibu or something, and I don't know, try and get outside, do some outside stuff.
Especially in the summer months or spring months when we were in a place, it's I think it's always important to sort of check out where you're hanging and
Discover the city or
experience your surroundings a bit. So
we love hanging out in cities, just going to a coffee shop or a cafe and just hanging out for a while, kind of just being in the zone,
feeling it out.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, of course, we've been talking about your music, but being a music site, we always love asking about what you've been listening to. So, who have you been listening to lately?
I've been listening to a lot of Cut Copy, but yeah, I just love all their stuff. I mean, I always have, but I just what I've been listening to. What else? What else? Oh, Disclosure. I've been listening to Disclosure. The Preachers. We've been listening to the Preachers.
We just interviewed those guys. They're great.
Oh, really? Yeah. Really awesome.
yeah, their EP is really super sick.
Yeah, we love that. What else? Where else? We're pretty much listening to that a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean that was the
big discovery from South
That
by.
was the South by thing. We were
Yeah.
really into the Preachers.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Okay. So now we're just at the last question of the interview, and I mean, it's known to be a little bit of a stumper, but feel free to say whatever you like.
Okay.
What's something about the band that most people don't know yet?
I don't know. I mean, there is. I don't know what most people don't know about us. I feel like maybe we put it all out there. I don't know. You don't know what our new music is going to sound like.
Yeah.
And
There you go.
we're happy about that. We're working on our second album now. And so I think that people probably have a preconception of what we might do, and we probably won't do that. So that's cool. Yeah.
All right, well, just to wrap things up, I'm Alicia Toot from A Music Blog, and I'd like to thank everyone at home for watching our interview with Ghost Speech. Thanks once again, guys.
Thank you guys.
It was our pleasure.